The 8th of July. Let's go. First recording. I'm trying to figure out the grid, right? This is like the next main issue with the with whatchamacallit, with the track, because you need to figure out where to put it. So yeah, I want ideally to put it on like the actual road and not have like a flying up there. Oh, this is the mementos. I kind of just stole the mementos thing just to get an idea, because I think that I've added that out a good amount. Yeah, I just want to get an idea of I'm trying to figure out what to do for the grid. Yeah, I don't want to do like an elevated thing over here, because like sure, like it would work, like fitting everything into the track kind of thing without really compromising much. But there's two main problems. One, I had to decorate around it, and I don't know what the decoration is, and like it's kind of awkward up here, right? Second is when they drop off, there's a lot of speed and a lot of bumps are gonna happen, I think, unless I like really space things out, which is also possible. Like I can make the grids like super fit out, like even more than this, and that would be like okay, but yeah. So like, yeah, right now I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's a good distance, or what's an acceptable distance rather. Yeah. Yeah, I have my alt account on my other device. I'm recording, cool. Oh yeah, so like otherwise, I cleaned up a little bit. I like cleaned up this, and I did this thing. Like, that's about it, honestly. Like, I also like chopped off the end of this, and now it's just this. TT Cyberworld 3, probably where the TT for the track is gonna be is like right here, right? Because then they yeah, they reach 37 right when they hit the device. Yeah. So that's what I've done so far this morning. But yeah, now I'm gonna try to do the grid, and then after the grid, whenever I figure that out, then all that's really left, I think, is just deciding if I want to do like the off-road thing. Because I haven't really formally decided yet. But yeah, I think other than that, there's just gonna be decoration, and that's like the big problem right now, right? Like I can make the track, but if I don't know how to decorate it, then like that's kind of shit. And like every day goes by, and I'm like, I still don't know what to decorate it for, like what the theme should be, and like it's just, yeah, it's getting on my nerves, especially with how little time we have left. Like we have like 3 or 4 months, sure, but like it took like 2 months to do Toxic Ocean, right? It's like we don't. I feel stressed a little bit, right? It's just, yeah. And like, don't forget, I'm gonna have less time every day because I'm gonna start working like next week, from like 4 days from now, 3 days from now. So yeah, I gotta hopefully figure things out. But yeah, so I'm just I'm doing this, right? So I'm gonna hold W about the same time. I'm gonna try to simulate a start delay of 0.05 seconds per grid slot. So I'm gonna like, I'm just kind of eyeballing it, just don't like click kind of thing. That's not 0.1, but whatever, right? So now if I just hold W, I'm gonna hit him eventually, and that's with like without considering ping. Like I think both of us have like about the same ping. Both have a popping laser. Let's see here. I don't have boat HUD on this. That's very sad. Oh well. Yeah, it's probably about the same. Maybe like we're like, yeah. But yeah, I mean at this point you can just like, you can merge over to the side kind of thing, right? So like I think that's probably good. So yeah, and then like if I do compare this to this, you can see what I'm kind of going for. In the past, my most recent tracks have had, I think I'm a little bit early with laser, but you can see I'm right in between. Yeah. In the past, like you could see like with Cyberworld 2 or Mementos, you could see like it's basically groups of 2 going out at the same time. So like you go into turn 1 fighting this guy, or like, you know, if you're PT, you're fighting that guy in turn 2, and then like you have another group of 2 behind you. So it's kind of like groups. Cyberworld 3 is a similar thing where it's groups of 3. But I mean the turn 1 is like right at the start finish line, so like it's, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know how right it feels because, like, eh, it shouldn't be like when I think of race starts, I think it's like everyone, right? Not just like 5 groups of 3 or whatever, right? But like 5 groups of 3 might be more organized of a race start. That's the thing. Like it might, because like you don't have to worry about like everyone. You just have to worry about like the 2 people around you. At least for a good amount of time if it's done correctly, right? If they're spaced out well enough. Yeah. Problem is for us to achieve that, like if we want to do like the groups thing, like heavily go into the groups thing, then we don't have that much space to work with, right? Like the Mementos grid is like, it's it's about 370, and then like the space we had to work with is 270, right? So like if you look at this, it's going to be 13,100, and then 17 or 2,700, so that's about 400, and then here is like 12,900 to 12,660, so that's like 250, right? So we have a lot less space to work with, so we aren't gonna really get a good thing exactly like Mementos, right? Mementos has enough space to be like spread out enough so you don't like, you can just hold W hypothetically, like barring ping differences, you can just hold W and you won't bump the person in front of you, unless they slow down, which they could have. I don't remember how Mementos start went for Season 2, but I didn't get to see too many POBs from the back end of things. I guess I can check out mine. Yeah, I'm gonna check out mine real quick. If I have it uploaded, I think I do. I probably should. Let's see here. I started P6, so that's not bad. That's crazy. What the fuck? How did I start P6? Yeah, so like I started P6, and like by the start of turn 1, I was still like, it's probably like 10 blocks away from Lapis, who was like the person in front of me. So like I was P6, he was P4, right? And I was like 10 blocks away still. That's actually pretty notable. If that was more, I think like it scales up, like the further you go back in the grid, the smaller the gap it will be. So like between P4 and 6, it's gonna be like 10 blocks by turn 1, but like between P16 and P18, it's gonna be like 2 blocks or something like that. I think I tuned it around P15 or something, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think the goal of the race start is honestly just to make it like a clean start. I don't want like chaos. I want them to start the race, right? Like one of my biggest pet peeves about boat racing is boat races specifically is like, it's so crucial to get a good start. And there's that. It's just like, also, it doesn't feel like a race start is a natural thing. It feels like there's the race start and then there's like the rest of the race, not like the race starts just like the beginning. A race starts more than, like in boat racing right now, the race start is more than just like the start of the race. It's like, it's chaos, right? It's not just like if you look at like a race POV, right, and you take the start of the race, and you take some random part midway through the race, they look completely different, right? Because there's people everywhere, there's crashes everywhere, you know, like you bump, you lose 20 positions. It's so different. And it's like, I don't know how to feel about that, because like qualifying is like where you start from, but then it's like so different at the start. So like, I mean, I don't know, like if possible, I'd like to make it so that the race start didn't have to like be so different. So like if you qualified P4, you stay in P4 like no matter what. Like kind of like a rolling start in F1. So like if you got like Hamilton in P4, or like behind the safety car or whatever, and then like, the safety car goes away and like, you know, people start going. Like you kind of like everyone stays in their position. I think. I'm not an F1 fan. I don't know if that's actually how it always happens, but like it's kind of what I want to do. So like I've thought about rolling starts for Minecraft, but like that's just kind of awkward. Like not how you would do things here, or like that's not what we're used to, and like that's not what we have a plugin around. And I don't know how big it would be, because like in like there's no like justifiable reason to do it unless like it pops super like unless I push it and like it pops off really hard in off season and people are like, yo, this is like sick, this is really good, this is how race starts should be done, right? Unless that happens, there's like no real good reason to, right? Like we're not doing like the rolling start thing is like something you do if you have like a yellow flag or something, right? In F1, like if you have a yellow flag and there's like debris on the track and you like they have to go slow behind the safety car and stuff, right? But like we don't have yellow flags, we don't do that, so there's no like, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, so the idea between or for this is that I'm gonna space out the grids enough so it's like a little bit peaceful. It's still be like there's no way around it. It's gonna be chaotic. It's either gonna be like a somewhat more chaotic grid on the track itself, or we have a special one that's like just you hold W for 20 seconds before you even start the race if you're like P18, right? Like, yeah. But yeah, so like the gap between the grids on the blue ice is going to be larger than the gap between the grids on the packed ice, I think, or maybe vice versa. No, it's not. It's going to be like I said, right? Because like I'm going to be going slower on the packed ice. So I'm going to have to adjust the distance between the grids based on that, which is something I've never really done, but I'm going to have to. I'm debating how much I want to lab this out because like I could lab each individual position. But then again, like the ping makes a huge factor, right? Like if Avapop has 30 ping and I have 240, right? And then it's like, that's a 0.2 difference, right? And the 0.2 difference is like 3 blocks or something, right? And like, I'd either be like, here, a 0.3 difference, like if it's 3 blocks, that's the difference between being like right behind their ghosts and like being like safely out of the way, right? Or like even a little more safe, right? Now I'm looking at it, it's actually not that big a difference, but like I think it's still notable. Yeah. But yeah, if we stack this gap, right? I'm testing out this gap between P1 and P3, right? If you just stack this out like 7 times, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 sets of 2, right? It goes out to here, so we can't actually do this gap the whole way through. The path has to be a little more concentrated, but it's going to be pretty difficult or a little bit hard to fit everything in. And like, we're also going to have to put a grid here, and then one's going to have the ice, one's going to have packed ice. It's just going to be awkward, right? But like, oh well, there's not much I can do about that. Unless if I don't know. So, I mean, I guess if you reach the same speed at the end of the blue ice over here. Meh. I mean, like I can do like here. It's like maybe a tick difference at most, but it's still annoying. I mean, like, if it's a tick difference, I don't know if they're actually gonna go back here during qualifying, right? I mean, a tick is sometimes all you need to like. Sometimes you tie someone in qualifying. It's like FS have one more tick, right? But yeah. I mean, in that case, yeah, we just do this, I think. Yeah. Like, it doesn't look great, but yeah, we can probably find a way around it. Okay. Oh yeah, and we're also putting P1 and P3 and those odd numbers on the right side because you're gonna want to be on the right side for this upcoming turn, right? If you're on the inside, then like you have to push your way in, like because going like way off the apex is like the safe play. But if you're on the outside of the turn 1, right? Like if you're P1 situation starting on the right, you have all the space to like, be able to like move to the outside. But if you're P2 on the left side starting, then you have to like get through people to like get to that good line to be off the apex, right? Or like if you're on the inside of the next turn of turn 1, you inherently have those options, at least in boat racing. Yeah, so that's why I'm putting P1 in the right side. If I wanted to make it technically more even, like more like groupy, like 2-person groupy, I'd put P1 on the left side, so then like it closes the gap between P1 and P2, or closes the difference. Actually, in that case, you'd be able to merge both drivers. Yeah, no, whatever. Yeah, I think this is fine, right? Because I mean, like P1 has the advantage of 1 being in front of P2 and 2 being on the right side. But what if you swapped it so P1 is on the left side and P2 is on the right side? Then the advantage of P1 is that you're in front of P2, but the disadvantage is that you're on the left side, right? Like for P1 and 2 specifically, it doesn't matter that much because they're in the front. They don't have to worry about people in front of them. But like P6, P5, P13, P14, right? Like that kind of becomes. It's nicer to say I'm starting the right side, right? I don't know. Like, huh? Yeah, we can keep it like this. This is fine. Yeah. Well, if we swap it, then we can undo the blue ice thing right here, and then it becomes, then like, yeah, nah. Okay, yeah. So you can go with this for now, I think. Then we'll stack this out a little bit. Does that work? Oh, it does. Sick. I'm just gonna, yeah, fine. Oh wait. I can just do this. Oh wait. I can redo. And then stack, yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Oh, that's 15. Wait, that's 15. Oh shit. Yeah, it's 1. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's all we need, actually. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, shit. Like, I was gonna space them out differently based on practice. I mean, I still probably could. But meh. I think it's okay. I should still probably test, back here. Like, yeah, let's, I'm gonna test P3 versus P5 real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do some testing. Like I normally don't test too hard when it comes to pits, but I mean I might change that today. Okay. Over here. Do one for right here. It's probably a pretty good one to get. Yeah, I can get this one. Probably not gonna make this one big video. I mean I might, but I probably won't. Because it's just to be so much work. I think it might just be better to upload all the VODs or whatever. Or like, I mean I'm uploading them right now. Like I have a lot of them uploaded. Like all of them so far uploaded. But I don't know if I'm gonna like compile them. Into like one video and like cut out the excess stuff and like do graphics and stuff. Like that would be really cool and all, but like Nah. Alright, I think that should be okay for now. I'm gonna do this one real quick, actually. Okay, let's see it. We're gonna go ahead and do this, that. So we're gonna go ahead and oh wait, Ablepop should be in front because I'm just gonna hold W with that one. Let's go J. Okay, and here we go. Damn. Yeah. All right. Uh-oh. Try again. Right, okay. I mean, like, at restart, they'd probably all merge, right? They'd probably, like, not just go straight there and then not even make turn one. They'd probably go over here and set up for it. But, like, yeah, I mean, I can't control both those at once. I'm not skilled enough at that. I think that's okay. I'm gonna try, let's do a packed ice one. On trackpad with Ablepop, by the way. It's kind of sad. Alright, and go. I think I hit go with, oh wow, it's actually a lot better. It's understandable. Yeah, okay, so that should be fine. I'm gonna check out the gap for this one over here. Yeah, see, I set this up already. Let's go. Alright. And go. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, you merge. Yep, fine. Okay, I'm gonna test the back end over here. I don't think I have one for this yet. Nope. Pain. Okay. Okay, and go. Yeah. Okay. Let's train. Yep. I'm gonna stay here with Ablepop, and I'm gonna try this blue ice one. I might want to move these blue ice ones back a little bit. Okay. Do catch up pretty quickly. Yeah, maybe like a block or two. Yeah. What? I'm just gonna do it by hand. And then like the last one's actually a special one. I might actually put it in the middle, not too sure yet. Speed slash speed, okay, and go. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Cool. So yeah, something I was looking at earlier, by the way, which is what this is if you have, let's just do this, right? So let's say that you have P1 is this rod, right? And then like P2 also goes, and it goes like right in between the rod and ghost. Well, then if you have a P3, right? So like if it's defined as like each grid has even space between them, we're not doing groups, right? And if everyone has the same ping, right, and the start delay is even, you know, it's all blue eyes or whatever, right? Ideal conditions. The rod of the first or second driver is in between the rod and ghost of the person in front of them, right? So like if you're always in like you're right in between, right? Then what would happen is third driver right here, right? Their rod would be right in between this guy's rod and ghost, which is on this guy's ghost, so that he could be a liability to get bumped, right? So that's why like it's a little bit, yeah, I want to do that. It's a little bit hairy to like. That's a little bit far. It's a little bit hairy to like do even grids with like the idea of everyone goes right in between the rods of the person in front, rod goes to the person in front of them, because then that's gonna happen, right? To be fair, that it's like excluding ping, right? Like if P1 has bad ping or whatever, they release it a little late, right? Then their rod and ghost get pushed back a little bit, and then P3's rod would go like right here, right? So that'd be like, you know, if they had bad ping, but if they had better ping, it would be like this. Right, and then you're like right behind the ghost, and then you die, right? So it's kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's what that was. All right, we spaced this out a bit more. I think we did a test already. I'm gonna just do another one. I just moved it back one, right? Okay. SB and go. And maybe, yeah, they can move left or right, right? If they want to avoid it, pop. Yeah, I bumped before you moved me at the start line, so that's kind of sad. But, oh well. Like, at the end of the day, they have time to react to stuff. Like, they can see, like, okay, I'm gonna reach him here, let's just go like this, right? Or, like, you know, it's not like a grid where, like, it's not like a fucking grid, like this. Kind of thing. It's not like a grid like this, where it's just like hold forward and you immediately bump. It's just chaos, and you know, it's not like that. So that's good. Yeah. And then the last place grid, I'm gonna check right now. You move this up a block, so you have to move this up a block as well if you want to maintain like even gaps or whatever. But or no, we move these back a block, right? Okay, whatever. I guess. Doesn't really matter. We can just start back here. Yeah, we could try it. Let's try it. This is what it looks like. It's probably gonna be a large gap between P whatever and whatever. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, and go. Did I bocam on? Oh, I did a bocam on for Raven Pop. That's crazy. Oh, interesting. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was thinking about the bocam thing. Oh, because they just gets a lot of time with blue eyes. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna put him back here. I think. Oh, right. Like that. Doesn't look great, but whatever. That's place POV. That's the first. Go, go, go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I guess that's the grid, right? We'll test this with that. Yeah, I guess let's test this. Just get an idea of what it looks like. Eh? Did I not? Interesting. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Says boat. Says B. Go. So you can slip. You can get in between. Not by too much, but yeah. Like if Laser had bad ping, but Ablepop had good ping, where they go? Oh, they're over there. Then I'd be like in Ablepop's boat, right? But yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're good to go with that. I think it looks fine. We could do. Oh right. Oh, also for spacing, you can see let's just, you can see this is the center line, right? We got this 1 block away from the center line, this 1 block away from the center. Why do they do that, right? There's 2 blocks this way. So like it's, I mean, if you look at it, right, it's 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks they can essentially go through. So like it's kind of even. I didn't put too much thought into it. I just don't want it to be like super crowded, so it's not like this kind of thing. And then like you put grid 2 like right here, because then the middle is like no one's going through the middle, right? I mean, like you could, but you have to have Balls of Steel. Which, to be fair, then like I guess yeah, if you thought, okay, so position A, like level 1. You see all these grids in the middle, and you're like, fuck going in the middle, and you go outside. Level 2, you expect everyone to go outside, so you go middle, right? And that's something that, you know, you could do. But then like level 3 is, I mean, like level 2.5 is, bruh. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Sorry about that. I had medication. That was my phone, not yours. Level 2.5 is everyone goes middle, or like people go middle, and then like you expect them not to go middle, and this is death. So I mean, like yeah, like it just crunching them 2 close together like makes going outside like the main option, versus just spreading them out evenly like how I did here, means that like going outside is as a viable option as going inside, or like you have as much space, right? That's like the main thing, that you have as much space. Yeah, so that's why I did that grid spacing, like horizontally. I mean, it's unfortunate, right? I think by BRWC track regulations, this wouldn't be legal because this is Blue Ice, this is packed ice. I don't think that's legal, but like, I think we can make an exception here. I think it's okay, right? It's not like the right side of the grid has Blue Ice and the left side is packed ice or something, right? And it's like super unfair between like P13, 14, right? Like, I think it's okay. And like especially with the gaps, like the gaps seem fine, right? Like at the end of the day, the gap, like. If you're P5 behind P3, and you know like by turn 1 you're like right behind their ghosts, like that's their ghost, and then like this is your rod. If like you're right here, then the gap, like if there is a difference between like Blue Ice and packed ice starting area, like same situation, like right before turn 1, at most it'd be like this, and that's like negligible, right? It's not like this and like this or something, right? It's not, yeah. So I think it's pretty like negligible. It's fine. And yeah, also like I was testing like, you know, me versus Ablepop, like 1 person versus 1 person. That was me again, sorry. But this is gonna be a race start with 15 people, and that's like a lot of people, and I can't simulate that just based with just 2 people. I think, at least not. I don't know a way to do it. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, and then okay, sure, seems legit. So now that's the grid. Let's fucking go. I can delete this. I'm gonna delete that as well. Yeah, sick. Still don't know the decor theme, which is really annoying. Like Grax is all like, you know, don't use Cyberworld, this is bad, but then it's like, well, I mean, we can't figure out any other decoration theme. That's like, well, shit. I don't know what Super Pickaxe is. I never messed with that. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. I don't know what this spacing is. I forget what this is for. I think it was for making the circles. I think. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. I mean, yeah, that about does it. I think next up, we're happy with the grid. If we're happy with everything over here, we can go ahead and touch this up so that it's not like, you know, one block in a void, right? You can like add walls to it and stuff, and, you know, touch things up, make it look nicer. Especially like right here. This also looks like shit. So probably like round this with like a circle, like probably something like this kind of thing, or something like that, right? And it's like it's rounded. I mean, it still looks awkward. Like if you look at this, like it's straight, and then like it's like a that way, but like rounded. So it's still awkward, but whatever. Oh, I guess also like it's it'll probably be like probably do the orange or brown. Maybe that could work, yeah. We might not do mud here. I might just do this. Yeah, I think so. I'll probably replace it with packed ice down the road. But yeah. Like if I'm using packed ice, which is normal ice, most of the time there's no difference. Like they're gonna functionally be the same. It's just to distinguish stuff, right? So like you can see like you have normal ice here, you have packed ice right here, but I want to still like show this is like the edge, right? Because the edge marker over here. So I still want to show that, so I use normal ice, right? Like yeah. According to all tests we've done in the past, normal ice has the same friction and top speed and everything as packed ice, so it's not an issue. Same with frosted ice; those are all the same. Like there's two different kinds of ices. There's like blue ice and every other ice. And those. There is the fun pit entrance here possibility, because like we don't have this like, you know, the grid chop all the way out here, so we could just like, you know, Cyber City, like Cyberworld 2, and then just go straight into here if we really wanted to. I don't know. But then, yeah, then again, that would also mean that to pit you have to go num pawn skip, and yeah, I think that's not that big of an issue, but like it's not a big of an issue if we have to have the pit entrance over here. That's okay. But I like the idea of you can do anything and then you can decide to pit. I think that I just like it more. There's no like good reason. I don't have like a good logical reason for it. It's just yeah. Yeah. Seems legit. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Seems cool. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. think I'm gonna stop recording for now and think about what to do next and stuff like that. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Bye bye.